What it do, baby? What it is? Trash talk be all in your biz. No, I tried something new. It sounded good. What it is, ho?
Trash talk.
What's up? Trash talk
be all up
kicking in your dough. That's what it ain't. What it is, ho? What's up? Trash talk kicking in your dough. No, it ain't no good. But look, welcome to another episode of Trash Talk with Bobby and Shyne. Who that? Wait a minute. That Bobby on Shyne.
I'm the good. Hey, you point it. You point it that way.
You know it's backwards.
I'm actually.
You supposed to be over
way.
there. You supposed to be over there.
This way.
But it do the mirror, so you over there. So I got him. That Bobby on Shyne. We gonna talk a little bit today. This episode we call Talking Trash. Cause get what we gonna do?
Talk some trash.
Talk some trash. I got a couple questions I gotta ask Bobby for his expert advice. Cause you know Bobby, he know it all. Brand new socks and drawers, and he balling every time he stop to talk to y'all. Bars. That's what we do. Do you remember about 3 weeks straight we did that over and over and over?
Man, cause I had bars 3 weeks straight. I had bars 3 weeks straight. I came with some bars.
Bars.
Hit you with bars real quick. Bars.
Bars. What they know about it? It won't even be shit. We just be like, it be one thing that rhyme and we be like,
bars.
same time. Bars. Happy No Shade November, everybody.
I'm not participating. I just ain't got a haircut.
I get mine. I used to get mine started in September, not in October for No Shade November. So I got something on my face, but my shit don't grow. So I started in September this year. This is what I got after a month. So take this times 3, and I still ain't gonna have shit on my face, and I don't want to talk about it. Hey, look, they was getting me at the job. Put it on Facebook. My face don't grow now, so everybody got all these big ass beards. They look at me like, "Hey, Shyne, nice beard." I'm like, man, forget y'all, man. Why you do me like that? Let's get to talk.
Disrespect people right there, man.
Disrespect me. Put some respect on my name. I got a question about the rankings. So look, we're gonna switch over here and we're gonna pull this off. And let's talk about the UFC rankings. Number 1, I got a question about the pound for pound. Did they get it right? Is this right? So you got the rankings. Number 1, pound for pound, best fighter on the planet right now, Alexander Volkanovski.
That's bullshit.
Jump right in it, ladies and gentlemen.
Pound for pound, he's not the best fighter in the damn UFC. Pound for pound.
No. The UFC rankings is the world, Craig. Top flight security of the world.
Man, I don't even
know
what
what you're talking about. Alexander Volkanovski is the best fighter in the world right now.
No.
Is that correct? No?
That is a lie.
Number 2, Ezra Adesanya. So wait, if it isn't Volkanovski, who is it?
It's not Volkanovski. It'd be anybody else but Volkanovski.
I think they just had to pick somebody, honestly.
I think people lost so much in the rankings that they just picked the person who's most consistent. You can say that Volkanovski is very consistent, but I wouldn't claim that he's number 1.
So then,
as in me personally.
So then, from there, you're looking at number 2, Israel Adesanya. Number 3, Charles Oliveira. Dropping down to number 4 after the loss, Kamaru Usman.
Coming in at number out of top 10.
Coming at number 6 after beating Kamaru, Leon Edwards. Do you think they should switch places if you score a head kick knockout? Should they have switched places?
First of all, that fight was bullshit. First of all,
okay.
Second of all, the top 10 is bullshit.
It is. I'm just asking if they got it right. There ain't been no movement in the past couple weeks either.
I feel like they did it blindfolded. It's like I got 10 pieces. I didn't put them in the spot. Here we go. Here we go.
It go to 15, and I'm gonna hit you with this one. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
So at number 9, Davison Figueiredo, who's the 125 champ.
Didn't he lose like 3 times?
I mean, him and Moreno go back and forth. That's fine. But at number 10, you got Jiri Prochazka. I think that's how you say his last
He
name.
barely won his title fight.
Hold on. At number 11, John Jones.
He ain't fought in 3 years.
Yeah, but should Jiri be ranked above John Jones, the most decorated 205er?
John Jones shouldn't be in the top 10 because of inactivity.
He's still active on the roster, on the list though.
John Jones should not be on the top 15 or top 10 because of inactivity. Yuri should not be on the top 10, top 15. Just because he has a belt doesn't mean he needs to be on the top 10, top 15. He hasn't really proven himself yet. His only win, his last win was Glover Teixeira, and Glover had him the whole time. Then all of a sudden he gassed out. So how can you put him in the top 10, top 15 if he didn't show himself as being a top 10, top 15 individual in the UFC? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that he hasn't shown or proved to me that he's one of the top 15 UFC fighters in the world, Craig. The world,
Craig.
I'm just saying. There's some individuals out there. There's some individuals out there that ain't even got a belt who are better than him.
Dustin Poirier is ranked higher than Jiri, but I'm gonna hit you with this one.
Whoa, why is that? And then he loses last fight.
I figured you'd get a kick out of that one.
God, no, boy.
They have all the champs listed in the top except for none of the female champs are listed. They now have their own pound for pound top ranking.
I think in the top 15, Amanda Nunes should be in the top 15.
They have their own.
I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Their own ass. I think pound for pound, UFC Fight of the World, Craig, top 15. Amanda Nunes is top 15.
So Amanda Nunes is a women's featherweight champion, women's featherweight champion, women's pound for pound. That might be enough. If they put Ronda, you remember Ronda was on the top 15? She was like 2, won't she? She was up there. So for them, and I feel like Amanda Nunes has been up there before. No champion here, lightweight, because there is no lightweight champion.
Because he didn't make weight. There is a lightweight champion. They just don't want to give it to him because they say he didn't make weight.
They say he didn't make weight. All right, so we are in agreement that Alexander. I don't know if I'm in agreement though. I don't know if I agree. You say Alexander Volkanovski shouldn't be number 1 pound for pound.
That's because I don't like him. That's the only reason why. That's the reason I say it, because I don't like him. That's the only reason why I say he should be in the top 10, top 15, because I don't like him. So if I go off of the fact that if I take away that I don't like him out of the context, I still don't believe he's being in the top 10, top 15.
So then from there, who should be in the top? Who should be on top? Is it Adesanya?
Adesanya should be on top because he hasn't. He's had what, 7 title defenses?
We would have to Google that.
I think it's 7 title defenses. He's had his belt for what, 3 years now. No one has beaten him. No one has gotten to a point where I've gotten nervous enough to say, "Oh shoot."
Well,
what?
He did lose at 205.
Man, he went up in a weight class. That's why. What you say? You've said this previously. That is why there's weight classes.
I know. I'm just telling you. You say he ain't lost in a while.
That is why. That is why there are weight classes. And all he did was lay on him.
But laying it. Who was that? It wasn't Vittori. Vittori tried to do it next.
It was
Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz.
He laid on top of him, called him a bitch. Why he laid on him, punched him in the face. He didn't do no damage. All he did was just lay on him.
All right.
So it was a boring fight because Adesanya couldn't get them hands off, and him not getting the hands off, not allowing him to do the things that he's very good at doing.
Right.
It was a terrific game plan by Blachowicz, because it's one of those things where if I lay on him and I tire him out, then by the end of the 5th round, I win my belt, and I let everybody know that this weight class is for a reason. And there's levels to the shit for a reason. So
levels to this shit. You heard it first. Okay then. Dustin Poirier at number 2.
all
right.
What?
Now Dustin Poirier is number 2 contender. So that means he's not third because there's no lightweight champion. So number 1 is Oliveira, number 2 Dustin Poirier, and then you got Charles Oliveira's fighting Islam Makhachev for the title coming up soon. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the other. Let me scroll up. You got Dustin Poirier in at number 8. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Of that, there are I guess that would make him a number 1 contender, huh? I was gonna say if he doesn't deserve to be at number 8, what other number 1 contender should be up there? I guess Kamaru's up there. Should Robert Whittaker be up there?
No, no. Robert has not won any. In my mind, he hasn't won anything significant enough to put him on the top 10, top 15 rankings. Let's just put it like that. If you really want to look at it, top 10, top 15, it's really a what have you done for me lately ranking.
And John Jones shouldn't be up there. Okay.
Exactly. I already said.
Max Holloway. Max Holloway shouldn't be up there then.
Max Holloway should not be up there. Love him. Bless it. Bless up. Love the guy. Love the way he fights.
Shouldn't be up there.
But Volke put the hands to his face and knocked him out of not only the opportunity to get the belt back, but also top 10, top 15. Stipe shouldn't be in there. Ngannou, what's Ngannou rank?
5. I looked for him. I didn't see him the first time.
I really feel like Ngannou should be a lot higher. I feel like Ngannou. Yeah, I feel like Ngannou should be in front of
Jiri.
Yeah,
he is. No, above him is Kamaru Usman, Charles Oliveira, Israel Adesanya, Alexander Volkanovski.
Well, I think he should definitely be above Kamaru Usman
because he just recently lost.
Yeah, I mean Kamaru should drop out of the top 10, top 15, give him an opportunity to fight his way back, kind of deal.
Man, if that was the case and every champ that lost dropped out of the top 10, we'd probably see like
we see an actual ranking that made sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you go back, if you look at how they do top 25 in like sports, if you lose to an unranked opponent in sports, you drop either out of the top 25 or you drop at the bottom of the top 25. That's just, it is what it is. If someone beats you and they're not ranked or they're not ranked as high as they need to be ranked, you're going to drop down a lot more than just like 2 spots from what, or 3 spots from what Kamaru Usman dropped from.
They do, because when Michigan lost to App State, they was at 5, and then they was down there 19 or something.
Exactly. And then the teams that don't play, and there's another team the same week that plays and does well, they get an opportunity to get jumped because they didn't play anybody. So the John Jones of the world, who hasn't participated in any UFC fight in the past 2-3 years, there's people jumping you because you haven't fought. And then what's going to happen? He's going to fight somebody that's mid-tier, lower level, maybe somebody a high level stand-up person or whatever, somebody that's not really in his league, and get a dub. And then we're going to say, oh shit, John Jones is top 15 again. Nah, he ain't fight no damn body. So my thing is that individuals who are in the top 10, top 15 should be individuals that, for 1, are very active, 2, win, 3, keep winning and are consistent, 4, show, and listen to what word I say. I say show the mark of being a top fighter. So there's some fighters that wouldn't even get into that context, because if you look at how Adesanya wins his fights, he comes in, he does what he needs to do, but he show the talent of being the top fighter in the world. I would say no, but you could say something different. But who knows? They might change it up in the future. But if you look at it like that, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you look at it like that, and Islam should be up there. Kazmat should be up there. You know, individuals
I don't know
that
about Makachev, but I'm not Makachev. I don't know about Kazmat Chimaev, but I'll take Makachev. Actually, no. Honestly, because I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. So, had he fought, does beating Kevin Holland weigh more than beating Nate Diaz?
It doesn't matter.
I'm not asking. You see what I'm saying? Quality of wins is what I'm asking.
I don't give a damn about quality. I don't give a shit about quality. This is what I give a shit about. I've seen Kazmat fight in the past year, 2 years, approximately 3 to 5 times. Personally seen him fight. And then when I see him fight, he shows me that talent when it comes to being a top-ranked UFC fighter. He shows me that. He hasn't shown me anything other than that. So that's why I say he should be in the top 15, top 10. Because John Jones ain't showed me shit in the last 3 years, but what he can get away with outside the cage, how much weight he's already gained for being a heavyweight now, and that his legs ain't as skinny as they used to be.
You know who's going to be a problem?
Who?
You know who's going to be a problem, though?
Who?
They're not going to, I'll pause it so they don't get me. But in that same category, freaking Bo Nickel. Did you see what he did?
No.
Bo Nickel, decorated wrestler. Dana White Contender Series. Went out there. I'm pretty sure, is this his second time? He's a 3-time NCAA champ. And it says it right there. 3-time NCAA champ. And he's followed the Contender Series twice now. And won both times. In like absolute stunner fashion. But wrestling for this guy, bar none, nobody's close. Right? And he's calling out pretty much everybody. And Darren Till, I guess, wants to get on the train. And then Kazmat Chimaev, he's talking about at this point he think he could beat. Here's the thing though, whether he can throw hands or not. I don't know if them boys can wrestle with him. And we like the way he. How do I explain this?
I don't like wrestling, but go ahead.
No, I'm saying we as in all of us, we agree that Kazmat Chimaev's wrestling is very good, if not elite.
Well, here's my thing though. Is his wrestling elite, or when he gets you into a position in his control? I feel like he controls people in a way where he can start doing some things where they can't get out of. I don't necessarily think that his wrestling is elite. I just don't feel like that he's had an opponent that has capitalized on some things he may not know. Because I feel like there's somebody out there or some people out there that are just as good, or if not better than him. But every opponent that he's been up against in the UFC has been better at the stand-up game rather than the takedown game.
All right, so let's look at it like this.
If you look at his last opponents.
Let's look at it like this then. Kazmat Chimaev. All right. In order to be champion, that means that we have to say the rest of the division is not going to stand with him when it comes to wrestling. Here's the thing. All right, Bo Nickel. Here's the thing. With Bo Nickel, when it comes to wrestling, if he can translate that to an MMA wrestling, bar none, I'm pretty sure it was at welterweight. They're not going to tell me. I bet they're not. Middleweight. He's at middleweight, so we ain't even worried about this. That's why Darren Till went after him. Let's go back to Kazmat Chimaev, first and foremost. Who does he not out wrestle? I say Colby. You wasn't too sold on the last show.
All I'm saying
is Kamaru,
that, right? Kamaru has a better chance because I feel like he has better takedown defense. So it'll be more of a matchup from when Kazmat fought. What's his name?
Gilbert Burns.
So I feel like Kamaru's stand-up game, hands to face.
Stand-up ain't got nothing to do with it.
General. No. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna ask you. It leads to another question.
Better, so it leads up to them two standing up. So yeah, I think
it leads to the second question. So you said Kamaru, yes. I say Kobe, yes. Everybody else, we're just gonna agree. Gilbert Burns, Bilal Muhammad, Jeff Neal, Stephen Thompson, Sean Brady, Jorge Masvidal, Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque might be a little bit, but anyway. So the rest of them down. We'll say Khamzat Chimaev is going to out wrestle him. All right, cool. MMA wrestle. And we're here at, first and foremost, we just forgot about Leon Edwards. Does he stand a chance?
Fuck Leon Edwards.
Right, cool. Moving on. That was him, ladies and gentlemen. Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman. We both say it on the same page, which means that if Khamzat Chimaev doesn't out wrestle Colby or Kamaru, your guy, my guy, insert name here, does he outstrike either one of them?
No, but I think it's a better fight.
Right. So if he doesn't outstrike either one of them, we don't think he's going to out wrestle any one of them. Why is everybody thinking that Khamzat's going to be the next champion?
Because of his past, of what he's done in the last fights. You're not as good as what you've seen in the past. And in the past, we see domination. So we assume that he's been dominant in his previous fights, that he's going to be dominant in the future fights until we see otherwise. And Gilbert Burns showed us a little bit in his fight against Khamzat. He showed a little bit where when Chimaev didn't take him down and they stood up, we saw that Chimaev had a little chin, but we also saw that he was hittable. So until we get to see more and more of that, then we still going to have the same. I think he still got it because of what we seen.
We'll go back to the USC, Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush days, right? People had that scene when they ran into a team. Remember, they were like, hey, USC ain't played nobody. They blowing everybody out by 50. When they get to the national championship game and they play Vince Young and them boys, it's going to be a different story. Turns out, it was a different story. Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington is Vince Young and them boys. So do we think that Khamzat is just going to get off like that?
Vince Young had to do some spectacular things on his own by himself.
That's what they do,
put
though.
Him in a position. He
That's what Covington and Kamaru do.
It went from team aspect to individual aspect because Vince Young had 2 or 3 runs that went for several yards, and he had a pivotal touchdown at the end of the game.
That wasn't a good.
I'm saying
it wasn't a good example there.
USC still did what USC does or did at that time to other teams, to Vince Young and them. It's just that Vince Young had that will to get over the top and beat them in the national championship game.
And that's what we call elite, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington is. So here's the thing. How are we going to talk ourselves into Khamzat Chimaev being a champion if he not getting through either one of those guys?
Man, all I know is...
Do you think he outstrikes him? Honestly.
I feel like he fucks Colby Covington up.
Man, y'all tripping.
Why the hell you like Colby Covington so damn much?
I don't. But that man can fight. It ain't got nothing. He could be the rootinest, tootinest, low down, dirtiest heel you could ever see in your life. But if he can fight, he can fight. That's the thing. Like, because we don't like Colby, we try to discount his fighting ability. That man can fight. Now, if he was out here kissing baby and hitting pregnant women with cars, maybe we'd like him more,
That's John Jones. Oh, sorry.
Maybe we'd like him more. We would love him. Do a little cocaine from now and then.
That's John Jones.
Hit a pregnant lady, then go back, get your cash, and get the fuck out of there. What you mean? Yeah. Did you see if she was okay?
No, he didn't.
No. Then what you gotta do? Then we'll love him. I don't know. I just so it's kind of
one thing. I got one thing though, is we will see that Colby Covington versus Khamzat coming soon, and I'm gonna love every minute proving you wrong when Chimaev just runs through that some bitch.
Well, hey,
and he beats the damn dog shit out of him.
Here's the thing. I got a question because I was about to say bet. What was the last bet that we did? We gotta wear a shirt that says Bobby is my brother. You gotta wear something else, a shirt, or was gonna make a shirt. We bet with Mike too.
About what?
I don't know what was the bet.
But you know the good thing about this show is that it's recorded, and we can just go back and look in the past and see what the hell the bet was.
We gotta go check that. Stunting is a habit. Get like us. Habits 365. Did I get it right? Why you looking like that?
Yeah. I didn't expect you to throw that out there.
Sometimes you throw a commercial in and let them see it. All right, so I'm only stuck on Kazmat Chimaev because that was going to lead to my next question. As you look at this list and you see the factor of the it, who has that it factor? Who's going to be the guy that we talk about profusely where you can't have a show and people aren't going to watch it if you don't bring up his name, a la Conor McGregor, who I would have to say is on his way out in the middle of controversy because they talking about, yo, your boy ain't been tested in like 2 years ever since his leg injury, which is not the greatest look. Or Nate Diaz, who just left. We may still talk about him, but he left. Jorge Masvidal, we don't really talk about him that much. Past that,
Jorge's doing his own thing with his own promotion, so Jorge really doesn't care right now. So
again, coming back to us, is Kazmat Chimaev the only thing we got? Is Islam Makhachev?
Islam doesn't talk as much. That's the problem with Islam.
But
if Islam talked a little bit more and talked this game up to be where it needs to be at, then we would talk about Islam in the same retrospective we saw Kazmat. Now, B was a fucking monster.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That guy was a monster. And he came in where he had antics.
He had the hat.
He had antics. So when you see the hat and you equivalate that with badass, then everybody starts wearing the hat. You ain't got to say that much.
You ain't got to say no more.
No.
You ain't got to say too much. I can look in your eye. But, okay, so Kazmat Chimaev is all we have. He's got to keep winning. Alex Pereira. No, is Alex Pereira one of them?
No.
If he goes out there and sleeps Israel Adesanya,
I ain't gonna have.
Thank you. I didn't think you was gonna take that hot take.
There's levels to this, and Adesanya been doing this well.
Adesanya been
doing this too long to get beat by a guy with a check hook.
Okay, Bobby. Okay. So then,
I feel like
that's it. That's all we got.
Put this in the books right. I feel like Adesanya is fun to do something that we ain't seen him do. I seen in the news that he's already gained more weight than he has in the past.
That's because he's seen how much my man weighed. Did you see how much he weighed?
I don't care.
He's 225.
All I know is this. Adesanya is finna take this dude down.
Here's the thing, though. Let's take a step back. Adesanya has been fighting on the Joe Rogan podcast years and years ago. You know fighters, they might lie, so we don't know. Years and years ago, he said up there, man, I might be 195 walking around. I'm pretty sure he said that. He ain't no more than 9 or so pounds over. And he ain't worried about it. He'll get down to that easy. It's super easy, barely inconvenience. Shout out to
I heard he was about at 205 right now.
So, yeah, 205. But when you say putting on weight, you got to be talking 205 is, I guess, 20 pounds if you ain't put it on before. I
think he was 20 pounds over 185.
Does that change him as a fighter?
No.
He not used to carrying the weight. He not used to that strange feeling when you're trying to rehydrate and all of a sudden come out the next day 100%.
I know this. Adesanya trains. It ain't no mistake. Adesanya trains with killers.
lost.
Adesanya is putting weight on to do one thing and one thing only. He's going to try and
Shoot
make.
Shoot out.
He's going to try and make him think. And the more he thinks, the less he does. The less he does, the more opportunity Adesanya gets to put that left or right hand to the side of his face and knock him out. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. The only reason why he's putting on so much weight is so he can go in there for those takedowns, trying to take him to the ground, get back up, be like, ha, now you got to watch for that. Because this ain't no kickboxing match, bitch. This is MMA, bitch.
Bobby.
Yeah.
If Israel Adesanya comes out the Soldier Boy shootout.
I'm telling you.
Let me get him, shoot. Let me get him, shoot. And first thing he do is touch his glove and shoot out. Hey, I would lose my mind. So that's it. That's all we got. So any other hype fighter that we have has lost. Mackenzie Dern, she just recently lost.
Well, I mean, we do have.
She lost.
We do have. No, she got embarrassed.
No, she just lost, man.
No, she got embarrassed. And after the fight, you say some dumb shit like, I don't get no points for defense. You should your ass whooped.
Yeah, she did say that. Amanda Nunez, I'd say is on her way out.
Ain't nobody.
At some point,
nobody
but here's the thing. We can't hold on. The UFC is slowly we're winding up in a transposition with Bellator.
Whoa.
Where
whoa.
If Bellator, listen, if Bellator,
I'm listening. That's the problem. I listen to what you say.
They 50, 65-year-old guys, we wasn't watching. Hey, come check out Fedor at 55. They talking about you see Anderson Silva said he'll go back to Japan to fight Fedor in his last MMA fight. He want to do his last MMA fight. He want to go back to Japan, finish out in Japan, and his last opponent be Fedor. They got me. I'm going to watch them two old-ass men fight. But anyway, Bellator, think about it like this. They had the young gunners. They had the young up-and-comers. They had them all for a minute there. I can name them, but I ain't going to bore you. But if they wasn't fighting them old man fights, we wasn't watching. Chael Sonnen versus Fedor. Who else was out there? Old man style. We'd always tune in. I think the UFC is finding themselves in this like process of like, shit, if I ain't got Amanda Nunez, she talked about retirement. She's on her way out. Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, Kamaru even talked about retiring. Everybody's talking about leaving.
Because because every time they talk about retiring, because he got the ass whooped. But look,
but no, I'm saying
Kevin Holland got his ass whooped talking about retirement.
Hey, he got paid. He said, shit, I'm out. I did.
You get your ass whooped. You talk about retirement because you got your ass whooped.
No, Kamaru hadn't lost in forever, and he was talking about retiring. But you got all these people. You got all these people coming up, right? Who is it? Sean O'Malley.
That's my guy. Hey, Sean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like I got a hot take for you. I need to know your opinion.
Hit me.
Now, we realized the old school ways. Most of these individual fighters were born in 80s, 90s. The fighters that we love to watch, enjoy to watch.
Shit, that is old, ain't it?
Yeah. So they're starting to phase out. Correct. Diaz, Jorge's, all of them. They're starting to phase out. Kamaru's starting to phase out. We about the same age as them, so that means they were born the same time as us. My question to you is this. The way individuals or teens or young individuals are raised at this time, are they raised or do you think they have that it factor? And not having that it factor gives us or puts us in a point now where it's like, who is the next it? Who is the next person? Because I haven't, in the past, it's easy to gravitate to certain individuals, but it's been so much harder to gravitate to some of the new individuals now because they just don't have that
I got you.
charisma.
I got
You know
you
what I'm
for that
saying?
one. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's the charisma aspect of it. That has a lot to do with it, but the main part about it is it's easy to Usain Bolt motherfuckers when don't nobody else run a sub 10, right?
Uh-huh.
So you usher in the new generation. Usain Bolt, probably world record holder, ain't the one to. It's easy to. I got it. What my man name? What was it? Gold shoes. Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson, yeah.
It's easy to Michael Johnson these guys in the 100 when ain't nobody getting close, right?
Yeah.
You put Michael Johnson in the 100-meter dash today, and where's he at? He with the pack. He running fast, but he ain't pulling away. And we going, wow, look at this spectacle. So fighters back then, you could have an it factor if you punch hard. You could have an it factor if people couldn't get out from under you. You didn't even have to talk. You could let it talk for you because there was always something that you might have been better than everybody else as, even though you was like not as good as everybody else with other stuff. But right now, insert fighter name here. And they would. Anybody at 185 on this list, I don't even know some of these people, right? At light heavyweight is what I meant, 205, because it was an open weight.
I don't know none of them.
Right. So let's go.
I don't even know the champion.
Let's go Jiri. Let's go Glover.
I'm sorry.
Let's go Alexander.
The only one I know is Glover and Blachowicz.
I got a hot take for you right here. I got a hot take for you right here. Dominic Reyes, Volkan Ozdemir, Paul Craig, Nikita Krylov. These are names that I'm reading. UFC 1, I'm pretty sure any one of them guys, insert the name, could win it. You don't even know these people.
No.
They'd win it with ease. Let's go to the number 15 guy. Let's go to the number 14 guy because I can pronounce his name. Jimmy Crute. I bet Jimmy Crute could win UFC 1 and 2 back to back.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So, and you put Jimmy Crute in today, he number 14. We don't know who he is, and we barely know number 1. Insert fighter abilities today, dime a dozen. Back in the day, there was only one person that did this, and that was Roy McDonald. We talked about it over and over. Roy McDonald was the first person that just started doing MMA. He wasn't a wrestler that came over. He wasn't a boxer that came over. He wasn't a kickboxer. He wasn't a karate guy. He just did MMA. They took everything they needed for MMA. They threw everything else out. He don't need no fireman's carry. What you fireman carry for? You don't need that. He started there. Guess what? Everybody's starting there now. Everybody doing some form of MMA to start with. So
true.
So for these guys to stand out, shit. How? You got to have insane punching power like Francis Ngannou. But guess what? People can get around that now. I bet if Francis Ngannou went from UFC 1 on, he'd probably been the champ for like 100 UFC pay-per-views.
Yeah, because he'd be knocking the shit out of people.
He'd probably be 50, still knocking people out. Just because
that's why I feel like charisma is a big factor nowadays, because talent wise everyone is the same.
Yeah, but you say one wrong thing, it's a wrap. You say one wrong thing, it's a wrap. They done with you.
That's another thing too. In today's day and age, the cancel culture
which I still don't think is a thing.
Well, I mean, I feel like it is a thing, because you can get bullied to not do certain things ever again by a lot of people, and I've seen it happen. That shit's crazy. People just get censored for no reason because they say something.
Bro, I ain't even worried about cancel culture. Hey, could Amanda Nunes make it to the finals of UFC 1?
Yeah, she beat the shit out of that dude.
Hey, could Amanda Nunes make it to the finals of UFC 1? I don't know if she beats Horace Gracie, but she might make it to the finals of UFC 1. That's wild. That's crazy though. That's a hot take right there. Anybody at UFC, anybody at 205 could probably win UFC 1. So if that's the case, you can't let your hands speak for you because everybody's hands is the same. You can't let your talk speak for you because it's like, what you gonna come up with new under the sun? You can't do much of nothing because Conor McGregor paved the path. You can't do much of nothing in boxing because all the talkers paved the path. So if anybody comes out and starts talking now, what they gonna say? He trying to be like Conor, you know.
True, but I mean,
he trying to do the Conor thing. He trying to go the Conor route. We already seen that. We don't want that. So you got to go another route. What you got to be a stand-up comedian, be knocking fools out? Like what you got to do?
Hey man, hey, wouldn't it be the best thing to see somebody in there that got jokes and they could punch your lights out?
My balls was hot.
The closest thing we had is and also Kevin Holland.
Kevin. Yes, Kevin. If Kevin Holland's charisma, if his fighting ability matches his charisma, I could see a lot. If Kevin Holland fighting ability matched his charisma, I could see him in a funny action movie also. While out there winning belts.
He will be.
While out there winning belts. I mean, like, you know, like not the over the top Marvel kind of funny, but like the old school Blade funny. Remember when he walked in the hospital and the cop didn't know he was helping, then he shot me in the chest. Motherfucker, what's wrong with you? Like that one kind of sort of. He'll kill me. He'll kill you. Motherfucker, I'll kill you. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
So that was it. So, but we go back. I digress. Hazmat Shemaev, that's who we got. That's sad.
No, but the thing is though, we have opportunities coming up. UFC pay-per-view in October 22nd. We have opportunities with individuals coming up in that pay-per-view. So
which one?
The only pay-per-view in October.
There's only one, really?
Yeah.
No, October 5th. Oh, pay-per-view, not event. That's what I heard. Let's see what we got here. Let's pull this up a little bit bigger. And here we go. So, UFC 280. All right, let's get your hot take. Who stands to win?
Here's the thing. Sean O'Malley has an opportunity to be that next guy. If he beats.
Is he the only one? Piotr Jan? If he beats Piotr Jan, more fights.
And Aljamain has an opportunity too.
If he is beating TJ Dillashaw gonna do it? Is that stratosphere type shit?
Here's the thing though. It's not just doing it. It's an opportunity to
You missed it. You should have said it's not doing it, but it's doing it well. You missed it. And that would have been it right now. Bobby's got the it factor. So if Sean O'Malley makes quick work of Piotr Jan, I will jump on the bandwagon.
He doesn't have to make quick work of PDR because PDR is a proven champion.
So if he comes out on top, no matter what.
Yeah.
If he wins this fight, okay.
That puts him in the stratosphere.
So the only winners you could is Islam Makhachev. Does he put himself in the stratosphere with a, let's say, dominant win over Charles Oliveira?
And he's already up there.
Is he?
Yeah. He just doesn't have the charisma.
Let's see anybody. Let's see if we can get a Bilal Muhammad if he beats Sean Brady. I feel like Bilal Muhammad has come along these past couple fights.
Since the eye poke,
remember
he ain't been the same.
The name. But that's it as far as fighters on the undercard. That's as far as on the undercard. Somebody would have to just do something spectacular. But then again, even if somebody does something spectacular, I still don't know. Who was it? What's his name? Was it Buckley that hit that spinning back kick? Bro, if he'd have hit the ground running off of that. Remember who'd he fight? He caught his kick and hit him with that spinning back kick and knocked him out.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Adam stiff standing up, then he fell down.
Yeah. If he'd have hit the ground running off of that, man, I feel like that would have been the next star. But here's the thing. That's all we got. If Sugar Sean O'Malley goes out there and win in any type of way, not any type, eye poke win doesn't count. But if he goes out there and wins any type of way against Petr Yan, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and we're going to hype him up.
Aljamain Sterling, too, because he could be the heel. He's already heel currently.
Oh, he gets out there and just throws up the middle finger. Fuck all y'all. And drops the mic and leaves. You can't beat me. Beat these nuts. If he says that, I'm going to sue him for copyright infringement because I did that. If Charles Oliveira goes out there and just manhandles Islam Makhachev, is he number one pound for pound? Is he the best? I
would say so.
Is he the best fighter at lightweight?
I would say so because
he's
been I don't know about ever. Because he's been the most consistent. So I would say so. Yeah.
He beat every boogeyman.
I don't care what you're talking about. Not
he
ever,
beat every. Huh?
Look, he beat every boogeyman. That's right. That's great. That's wonderful. It took him something to get to the point where he could beat every boogeyman. There's individuals that came in the UFC and didn't get beat.
They didn't beat no boogeyman.
Something. There's individuals that came in the actual organization and didn't get beat.
They didn't fight Justin Gaethje.
Shut up.
How's that? I don't understand that one. They didn't fight. This man beat Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. He hadn't fought Conor, but we gonna put Conor out there. We gotta keep putting respect on Conor's name for what he did in that 2-fight stretch at 145, 155. At one point, do we start taking the respect off of that? Eddie Alvarez is no longer with ONE FC.
Gaethje handily.
And Poirier.
So I don't hear that BS you talking about.
So you said Khabib's? Well, this will be the last thing, and we'll get up out of here. But I need to know. You're telling me that Khabib resume is better than Oliveira's?
I never said his resume was better than Oliveira.
Oh, you just said he beat the boogeyman.
You cannot take the losses out of Oliveira's career and then turn around and say that he's best ever. You can't do that.
I didn't say to take the losses out of his career.
What? You're taking the losses out of his career because the only thing you're highlighting is beat the boogeyman. He beat the boogeyman. I don't give a damn about the boogeyman because the boogeyman beat the shit out of him early in his career. He couldn't beat the boogeyman. No matter of fact, the boogeyman was in his head because he quit.
See, man, I don't know about that now. Because
that's 8 losses.
Let's put the full window capture up there. That's 8 losses though. But you got look at that. Look at all that green. That's money.
Yeah, that's when he turned the corner.
He ain't lost since 2018. Damn, I thought I was gonna go further. He fought a lot in these last. Oh wow, never mind. That's 5 years, not 3. Just kidding. Even his losses to quit
bringing that bullshit you talking about, man.
Holloway, Pettis, Lamas, Felder.
Habib is better
them
than
ain't
him.
Nobody to sneeze at.
I don't give a fuck. Habib is better than him. Habib never lost. Habib beat some of the same individuals he beat. Worse.
He beat, hold on, for this stretch, Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje.
Justin Gaethje didn't even get a hit off to his face.
To who face?
Habib's. Justin Gaethje almost knocked Oliveira out.
Let's look at Habib.
Come on now.
29-0. So when things got serious, we say Michael Johnson, Barbosa, Iakenta, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. I guess at that time there was a strong resume. So hold on. If Oliveira beats Islam Makhachev, is he over Habib?
No.
If he beats so what he have to get? He got to beat Habib.
Man, look.
Who he got to beat?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about analysts nowadays. You don't have to be better than somebody else's career. You just got to be great in your own career. Charles Oliveira is great in his own career.
LeVar Burton, I've been twice as high. Bullshit was that?
Charles Oliveira's career stands alone with his own career. You cannot compare his career with Habib's career because Charles Oliveira's career has 8 losses. Habib has 0 losses. If you go from fight to fight and see some of the same people that Oliveira and Habib fought, then what do you get? You get Habib beating the shit out of these people and Oliveira having opportunities in the same fight that he could have lost. That's all I'm saying.
He finished all these people though.
Sorry. Hey man.
Hey man.
I'm good, man. Hey, what else you want to talk about tonight, man?
You all right?
Cause you on some bullshit.
I ain't on no bullshit. You keep trying to tell me just because he lost back then, he ain't good now. He wasn't good. I ain't never said he wasn't
good now.
He wasn't good, but he got great. You tell you gonna put me on. So Habib's number one, no matter what, because he didn't lose. That's all you telling me. No matter what, because you gonna put the other people in there.
Still running around here talking about some 50-0.
The same people though. Same people in that's gonna put BJ Penn at the top. BJ lost.
I don't put him at the top.
BJ at the top. One of the
did you not see the end of his career? He got his ass whooped.
People gonna put him down.
Plenty of times.
People gonna put him down.
Man, bullshit.
I don't really. Besides BJ, I don't really got no more 55ers. No, I really don't. Anyway, Bobby, what else you got?
That's all I got, man.
That's all you got. We're gonna hit him with it.
Yeah.
It's been good.
It's always good, man.
It been real.
It's been real tonight.
But it ain't been real good.
Never that.
Look, we're gonna come back next time. We can't stay so long.
I holla.
Peace.